Here we have a new 2026 GMC Sierra 2500 HD. This one comes in the double cab configuration. We have 4-wheel drive, long bed, Summit white paint, and then jet black vinyl interior. The powertrain consists of a 6.6 liter naturally aspirated V8 gasoline engine, and that's mated to a 10-speed Allison transmission. As we come around to the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights. The lights don't dance like that. That's just how my camera picks them up. But nice front fascia here. I think I like the chrome bumper. I like the chrome kind of all the way around, especially for this to be in the pro trim level. Now these are optional. These are 17-inch aluminum wheels. And then to the door panel here, power door lock controls, power mirror controls, rear window lock, and we have a one-touch up and down window on the driver's side, express down on the other 3 doors. There's the door panel. Full 4-wheel drive, so we have low, high. We can toggle our tow haul mode there, headlamp controls, electronic parking brake, hood release. There are the pedals. And then we do get a manual tilt steering wheel. But here is the driver's seat itself. Now I'm going to show you the tow figures here in a minute, so you all can pause anywhere if you want to take a closer look. Gooseneck 16,960, conventional 14,500, and then max payload is 3351. Payload is pretty good, I think, for this to be gas powered. But I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But about what I expect in terms of the legroom back here. Rear AC vents are down below, USB-C, USB-A charge duo. There's a view of the front from back here. You do get the LED reading lights throughout. And then if you look here, we can hang a uniform there, no problem if we need to. We can also fold these seats up as well. Fuel filler there. And I apologize for the glare, that's just how the winter is. To the back end, there's a look. Tow receiver here, and then your spare underneath, and there's your exhaust. And then here's the bed liner. And there's a 120 volt 3-prong plug-in back here. And then over here we do have our lower anchors for the car seats. Then we can latch the top tether up here if we need to. And child locks, unlock, or lock, unlock there. Front passenger seats manual. Lockable glove compartment. And then we have a top pocket here. As we come back around to the front, there's that 6.6 gasoline V8. And I will say, I love that we get the cab lights here. That's a big plus. It's always hard to find these, especially on 2500s, so I'm glad that this is equipped with them. Now, before we hop in the driver's seat, I'm just gonna show off the blinkers. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So here we have a nice vinyl wrap steering wheel. I like that it's kind of heavy duty to go with the floor liner, the seats. There's the horn. Now over here to the infotainment system, we do get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth. And then we have wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility as well. Your settings, you can go in here, change your language, Wi-Fi hotspot, all of that can be controlled here. And then you do have rear seat reminder, buckle to drive, and teen driver. A few buttons down below, volume, you can click there to mute. Trailer lights, if you want to go through that, you can start that test. And then you do have the backup camera, the guidelines. You can turn those on or off. They do follow you as you turn the steering wheel. Now up top here, you have a little storage pocket, which is nice. You want to throw a few papers or your sunglasses or something like that. Down below, we have our single zone manual climate controls. We can turn the system on or off there, adjust the fan direction, temperature, and the speed. We can turn that right there. Now here we have the lane keeping system. We can turn on or off, release the tailgate, hazards, traction control. And then we have a 12 volt down here, another 3-prong plug-in, and then a USB-C, USB-A duo that links directly to the radio. Trailer brake controller there. Now, center console cubby space, 2 bottle holders, little storage pockets throughout. And then you can lift this up, storage tray there. You can actually put the whole seat up, turns into a middle seat, and then you have access to the under seat storage right in here. And you can lock that up if you want to. And then to release the seat back, pull up here, and then let it fold down. There's a look at the back from up here. And then over here, lights, OnStar. We actually get a vanity mirror here. And then back to the steering wheel itself. Left side stalk, wipers, and then one time there, fluid here, auto high beams, we can toggle that. And then the shifter, hit the brake, pull down, reverse, neutral drive. You have that low gear, and then we can use the limiter, and you can see where it's limited in that bottom right-hand corner through those 10 gears. And then this here goes through your gauge cluster. Now it's in transport mode, so we can't use it, but you can change your units of measurement in there, as well as see your tire pressure monitors, fuel economy, and all that. Now left side of the steering wheel, cruise control, we can just turn that on or off. Cancel, set the speed, adjust the gap adjust for the forward collision alert, and you get a nice animation there in the gauge cluster as you go through that. Now we do get push button start, which is a nice touch on the work trim level. And then finally, here's our key fob. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2026 GMC 2500 HD Pro out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this 2500, the 6.6 is pretty stout. The turbo diesel feels a bit better, especially as the turbo kicks in, but with this one being naturally aspirated, it does feel pretty strong as you come out of a corner from a stop. I'm going to try to give it a pull getting on the interstate here if I can. Not going to floor it though. Here we go. So a pretty nice pull, and again, this is a heavy duty truck, so most people aren't going to be driving it like that, trying to get up to speed like that. You're going to be pulling things, towing things, hauling, but still it's nice to know that it can get up to speed to merge, no problem. Now I want to give one more big thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now, when you're not hitting bumps in these things, they actually ride pretty well. It's still a longer wheelbase. It's a full-size truck. You're up pretty high, so it's not overly stiff, if that makes sense. When you do hit bumps, you feel them. And with these kind of trucks, as you go up in the higher, the King Ranches, the Longhorns, the Denali's, the High Countries, the bumps feel a bit better because you have a bit more comfortable seating, a bit, a few more amenities that kind of help with that. But this has actually done a really good job in terms of ride quality. Now, in terms of the value here, it's $57,000. I mean, it is a double cab, so that's kind of a letdown for me. But you get four-wheel drive, the longer bed to fit more stuff back there. It's a higher payload. I love that we get the three-prong household plug-in up front, one in the bed there. But I mean, it's a four-wheel drive, 3/4 ton truck that can pull up to 16 and some change with a fifth wheel or gooseneck, and I think that's pretty impressive, especially because it's gasoline powered, so there's less that you really have to worry about down the road in terms of expensive diesel technician repairs. Now, the diesels long term, the engines themselves are more reliable, but it's going to be cheaper to fix one of these if these go out for whatever reason. Now, here at Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty anyway, so however long you have the vehicle, if you're trying to keep it 600, 700,000 miles, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty as long as you keep up with the maintenance that is suggested by the manufacturer. So that kind of helps, at least in my opinion, when it comes to thinking about reliability here. You also get the 10-speed Allison anyway, so whether you get it in the gas engine or the diesel, you have that reliability as well, that reputation. And honestly, these 6.6 gas engines, I've seen them in a lot of the newer 2500, 3500s, whether you're talking about the express vans, the Savannah vans, or these heavy duty trucks from Chevy and GMC, and they have a pretty good track record so far. I'm actually thinking about getting a conversion van, and I'm debating if I want to get a 1500 with the 5.3 or get a newer 2500, 3500 that either has the 6.0 V8 or the 6.6 V8. And those just have really good track records in terms of reliability. You see a lot of those vans and those trucks getting 300, 350,000 miles easy, and then somebody's trying to sell it to the next person. So I mean, a solid truck regardless, and I think it's ready to work. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 GMC Sierra 2500, and this one is in the Pro trim level.